The president is up early and tweeting this morning, tweeting about Puerto Rico 3 in a row. Just a couple of minutes ago, he tweeted this. He said, "We have done a great job with the almost impossible situation in Puerto Rico. Outside of the fake news or politically motivated ingrates, people are now starting to recognize the amazing work that's been done by Fema and our great military. All buildings now inspected for safety. Thank you to the governor of Puerto Rico and to all those who are working so closely with our first responders. Fantastic job." Geraldo, how do these tweets comport with what you're seeing on the ground?
I am really sorry, Pete, that this dispute between the San Juan mayor and the president of the United States has gotten to this level. I think that she is absolutely wrong to, in some ways, accuse the president's neglect for people dying in Puerto Rico. I think that that is factually false. I think the federal government's response has been uneven, and yet it is sincere. They are doing their best. For him to call her a politically motivated ingrate, I think that also is totally unnecessary. It gives, my wife and her friends are so very upset about this dispute. I think it's beneath the president to talk about a public official this way, just as it is beneath the dignity of the mayor's office in San Juan for her to attack the president of the United States. 10,000 federal employees are here. The relief effort is going, and I think that Puerto Ricans are helping each other in a way that I think is grossly underreported. We had the first part of my interview with the mayor at 7:30. Here is part 2 of my interview with the mayor of San Juan. Will you meet with the president on Tuesday?
Of course. If he asks, I haven't been invited. I never go anywhere where I'm not invited. If he asks to meet me, of course. I think that anyone that is the leader of a democratic nation needs to be afforded the respect of a leader of a democratic nation. He needs to be able to give that respect back.
And you fault the federal response up until now?
Not myself. Again, General Buchanan said yesterday, we don't have everything we need to go up against this situation. Look at this. Look at this, Geraldo.
I know, it's pretty sparse.
All of this is private donations. Goya gave us 200,000 pounds. The city of Miami Beach, the city of New York, the city of Chicago, and that is FEMA. So, just...
Don't you wish it was less hostile? The language is very distressing to me. I've been here for over a week, and it pains me to see people suffering. And when I hear people putting blame on the other...
It is hostile. When people are dying, it is hostile.
But I don't see people dying, Mayor. That's my point.
I don't think you're going to the right place.
Well, you're talking about people starving?
Yeah. People don't have food. People don't have water. People can't have their dialysis. People can't have their oxygen tank. So maybe you haven't gone to the right places. If you are a mother and have to give your child water from a creek, I don't think that's something that people want to see in any country.
I totally agree with that. I just wonder if this isn't the time to put aside partisan, petty differences and work on the same team.
I totally agree. And I'm on one team, the Saving Lives team. You have not been able to find anything, but that doesn't mean that then you're bound to be shut up when injustices are happening. I've never been that way.
I know that.
I will never be that way. If something needs to be applauded, I will. I'm telling you, the FEMA people and the HHS people have their heart in the right place, but the bureaucracy and the red tape is killing us. It is not putting food on people's mouths. It is not putting the dialysis machines to work. It is not putting people that need their oxygen in non-life-threatening situations.
The President of the United States is watching right now. Why don't you speak directly to the President? Now you have this controversy. Why don't you tell the President how you feel?
Well, he knows how I feel. He knows how I feel. I don't have any controversy with the President. I have one mission, Mr. President, saving lives. That's it. And I have no time for anything else.
I want to use my unique status as a longtime resident of Puerto Rico and as a friend of the President of the United States, who I spoke to a couple of days ago, to broker peace. This is totally unnecessary, very unsavory. It breaks my heart. It's something that is a distraction from the effort that needs to be made here. This was the worst natural disaster in modern history in terms of the number of people adversely affected. More houses destroyed, not people killed. And the mayor's wrong about that. The death count was 16 a week ago. It remains 16 today. People are not dying. That does not mean that they have all the supplies they need. That does not mean that this damn power company, this corrupt, inept power company, should not be hounded. And one idea the president gave me, and this is news here, 2 days ago, he said he wants to involve Florida Governor Rick Scott and the Florida Power and Light folks to come over and assist in getting the 16,000 miles of wiring and rotten telephone poles replaced to get this island some power. If you have power, you can pump gas. If you have power, you can pump water. But I think that this politics is a total distraction, and it breaks my heart.
Geraldo, you're on the ground there. You see it firsthand. Really appreciate your interview and your thoughts this morning, Geraldo. Great job there.
Thanks, Geraldo.
Thank you so much.